Hello and welcome to the Positive Partnerships webinar, supporting families and students from culturally diverse communities. Over the next half an hour or so, we are going to be exploring some of the content and tools that have been shared during the Parent-Carer workshop developed for the Vietnamese community in your area. I'm Michelle Hambley, Queensland Coordinator for Positive Partnerships, and will be facilitating today's webinar. The overall objective of Positive Partnerships is to improve the educational outcomes of school-age students with autism. This initiative is funded by the Australian Government Department of Education as part of the Australian Government's Helping Children with Autism package. Positive Partnerships comprises a professional development component for educators and a complementary component for parents and carers of school-age students with autism spectrum disorder. This model endeavours to support the long-term outcomes of students with diverse learning needs from Vietnamese communities and the needs of those supporting these students. State planning teams have helped identify workshop locations for 2015, as shown on this map. Local planning groups were then formed to help develop the community profile, which was then used to inform workshop planning and to identify key people and services to partner with. This model recognises the importance of partnering with people and services that are trusted and valued by the Vietnamese community. The phases outlined here provide an opportunity to develop shared understandings, language, tools and approaches when planning for students with diverse needs. Each phase builds towards the next and involves key people that can support the long-term sustainable goals for current students and future students from a culturally and linguistically diverse community. Materials and resources used throughout the workshop have been translated into Vietnamese, and some of these resources are available on the Positive Partnerships website. The Parent-Carer workshop has taken place in Victoria and Queensland, and schools involved are now in the post-workshop phase, and some staff from your school attended this session and the community training prior. We will be sharing with you some of the information and tools available to support you and parents in your school community. The following two slides are used to explain autism spectrum disorder and its diagnosis. This is the adapted explanation of the DSM-5. If you would like further information, you can download a copy of the DSM-5 fact sheet, or you can complete our online What is ASD module, which can also be accessed through our website. This slide was used in the workshop to explain the diversity of autism. On the left-hand side of the slide, we see the 5 characteristics that are considered when we talk about autism: communicate, socialise, behave, cope, and learn. We have also added self-care, as it is an important area to discuss in regards to independence. This visual highlights that autism is unique for each individual and no two individuals are the same, and that how these characteristics look in each child is very different. During the workshop, we shared a video of a Vietnamese family to help explore each of these 6 areas. The footage is in Vietnamese with English subtitles. We use various clips at different times throughout the workshop to highlight each of these characteristics of autism, and we will look at one of these clips now.
Tôi tên là Ngọc. Tôi có 2 người con, một đứa con trai và một đứa con gái. Đứa con gái của tôi năm nay đã 12 tuổi và em bị tự kỷ thuộc dạng nặng. Và không những vậy, em còn bị chậm phát triển. Lý do mà em nghi ngờ về bé Hân đó là em nghĩ là cái cách của Hân khi em gọi tên của Hân, Hân không trả lời và không nhìn em, không quay lại nhìn em. Là lúc đó Hân khoảng hơn 7-8 tháng, rồi từ từ lên 10 tháng, 12 tháng em cũng thấy khi em gọi tên Hân không quay lại. Cho nên em biết rằng là Hân đã có vấn đề. Và không những Hân không quay lại, cái cách Hân chơi, cái cách Hân nhìn người khác, Hân có vấn đề. Chính vì đó đâm ra em và chồng em đã nói chuyện với nhau và cho Hân đi gặp bác sĩ. Thì khi đi gặp bác sĩ thì mới thực sự là biết Hân thực sự có vấn đề của triệu chứng của bệnh tự kỷ. Khi biết được là Hân bị có những cái triệu chứng của tự kỷ, và nhất là sau khi mà đi gặp bác sĩ, thì trong cái thời gian đó thì em cảm thấy rất là lo lắng. Cũng giống như các cha mẹ khác đó, chỉ muốn con mình được phát triển bình thường, nhưng mà biết rằng Hân có những triệu chứng, đâm ra cảm thấy rất là lo lắng và buồn phiền, và thực sự cũng đã rất khóc và không biết là tương lai của Hân sẽ như thế nào. Nhưng mà cái đó là rất là lo lắng khi mới tìm được bệnh của Hân. Sau đó thì có hỏi bác sĩ là bây giờ phải làm cách nào để giúp Hân. Thì sau khi hiểu được có những cái dịch vụ để giúp cho Hân, thì sau đó em cảm thấy là mình nhẹ nhàng hơn, đỡ lo lắng hơn.
What we've just watched is only a part of the footage used during the workshop. Video footage was used throughout the workshop to support families to begin sharing their own story and to assist with the introduction of the planning matrix. These videos are now all available on our website. If you wish to watch more or use them in your work with your families, you can access them via our website. The characteristics of autism affect all aspects of a person's life. Even when children with autism share characteristics, the impacts of these will be different and will depend on the age, developmental stage, and individual strengths of a student. To be effective, strategies need to be designed to reflect the individual's strengths and needs. The template on the screen is the planning matrix we introduced to families at the workshop. This was the main tool focused on at the Parent Carer workshop. Most parents left with a partially completed matrix. For some, completing the matrix was a familiar activity. Some parents had shared information about their child from their perspective with their school. For others, it was a new experience and they needed some support in completing their matrix. When we talked about the characteristics of autism, we asked families to fill in the "How does your child" column of their planning matrix. When we talked about the impact of those characteristics on students, we asked families to fill in the "Why are you worried" column of their planning matrix. Self-care is generally not included on a planning matrix. However, feedback from various communities has indicated that it's a topic that may need addressing. An awareness of cultural difference and specific cultural practices is important and may need to be discussed with families. Some parents used this checklist tool to help them complete their planning matrix. This tool is available online through the Resources for Diverse Communities tab on our website. The planning matrix is a useful tool in sharing information about a child between members of a team. The planning matrix can be useful in assisting parents and carers as well as teachers to be on the same page when working together. Other professionals, for example paediatricians and therapists, can assist in completion of the planning matrix and can benefit from knowing the information contained in it. The planning matrix provides a snapshot of a child in communicating a child's needs and the impact on their life and strategies that may assist. During the workshop, we explored with parents and teachers how the planning matrix can be used by asking the following 3 questions. How could you use this planning matrix? When would you use this planning matrix? Who would you share this with? Families shared that they will use the planning matrix with schools, professionals, family members and others working with their child so they have a strong understanding of their child and to help everyone plan for their child's learning. After families had completed the first 2 columns of the planning matrix, the next session focused on the who, what, can help box of the planning matrix. We started this session by emphasising the importance of partnerships between families and schools. This activity was used to highlight the importance of families and teachers working together as a team. It outlines some of the successes and difficulties families may have, as well as explores what could help. During this session, we shared many practical ideas that can help families support their child, such as the use of visuals, and encouraged families to add ideas to the who or what can help column of their planning matrix. School staff may have ideas that could be added to this column also. During the workshop, some teachers shared with parents what has been working at school, as they already have many great strategies in place. During this session, we looked at who can help families support their child, such as a speech therapist, and we encouraged families to add more ideas to the who or what can help column of their planning matrix. A guide to who can help information sheet is used to support this session. You can access this guide through our website. During the workshop, this tool was used by parents and carers to identify the key people that may be available to help support their child within the school and the broader community. Many parents commented this was an area they would like more information about. At the end of the workshop, families left with a work-in-progress planning matrix that has their biggest worry and the corresponding who, what can help strategy highlighted or circled. And this becomes their plan of what to do next. You may have some parents approach you to add to their matrix if this was their goal. At the workshop, families and community-trained people worked together to plan ways to use the planning matrix to support stronger parent and school partnerships. The community-trained people will be encouraged to approach the school and share the priorities and challenges raised at the workshop. Often schools are doing lots of wonderful things to assist families. This may be an opportunity to share what you are already doing and to look at what else could be done to support students with diverse needs. Some staff from your school will be attending a celebration event for all those that have been involved in the project, including school staff, community-trained people, and parents and carers that attended the workshop. The Positive Partnerships website offers evidence-based information as well as a wide range of resources, including resources specific to culturally and linguistically diverse communities. We also have a number of free online courses available for all users that are informative and interactive. Our Facebook page has over 5,000 followers. Tips, information and chats regarding the support of school-aged children on the autism spectrum can be found here. We want this page to offer evidence-based resources about autism, inform people about Positive Partnerships workshops and webinars, and act as a forum for people to share their experiences of autism. We encourage you to follow us, leave comments, photos, videos and links here. That concludes this webinar, and we hope that you find the Positive Partnerships tools and resources useful in supporting families and students from culturally diverse communities.